Hello. Let's continue discussion on structures of modification. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so now this is the last slide for the previous explanation. Now we move to next, verb as head. Sekarang kita pindah ke verb yang menjadi headnya. Now when we talk about verb as head, the modifier is usually adverb, like he works successfully. So successfully is a adverb as modifier of verb. Step inside. Step is verb as head, and then inside is adverb as modifier. And the position can be just like this, can be adverb as modifiers verbs, and then followed by verb as head. Yeah, okay. Or the position can be just like this. We have auxiliary and then adverb as modifier and then followed by verb. Or between two auxiliaries, we have has, the auxiliary, and then seldom, the adverb, and been, also the auxiliary. Okay, and just like this one too, with modal auxiliary. Okay, how is the Chinese boxes? Okay, I just give one example, like step inside. Okay, so which one is the head? And arrow pointed to step. Yeah, because inside is adverb as modifier, and we put them into one bigger box. Okay, still verb as head, and now noun can be the modifiers of verb. Sekarang kalau tadi yang adverb yang menjadi modifiernya verb, sekarang noun yang menjadi modifiernya verb. Just like this one. He walks this way. So we have noun after verb. Usually noun as after verb can be analyzed as the object. Just like this one. He likes his own way. So his own way is a noun too, but for this part, his own way is the object of likes. But walks this way is the modifier of walks. And another example, like he lived a year. A year is a noun, but this noun phrase becomes the modifier of lived, modifier of verb. But we also can find the same verb, lived, but in this case followed by the object. So how to differentiate it? Look at the analysis below. Walks this way. So in this case, this way becomes the modifier of walks. Okay, and put them in a bigger box. But if we talk about he likes his own way, in this case we don't have arrow, but we have C, which means complement, and we will discuss in more detail with in the next materials. Okay, so how to differentiate between noun as modifier of verb and noun as object of verb? So you can do substitute test. Jadi bisa digunakan tes pengganti, yaitu apa? Try to change the noun into pronoun, it or them. If the noun, the noun phrase can be changed into the pronoun it or them, so it is likely to be a complement or object. Jadi gunakan tes mengganti noun ini tadi dengan pronoun it atau them. It untuk tunggal, them untuk jamak. Jika bisa dirubah dengan it, maknanya jelas, maka kemungkinan besar dia adalah sebagai objek. Tapi jika tidak bisa diganti menjadi it, maka dia adalah sebagai modifier. Like this one, walks this way. Ini walks it, dia tidak bisa dia menjalani ini. No, of course not. Karena kita tahu walks itu adalah intransitive, ya. Okay. And this way here is giving explanation how the way he walks. So that's why this way is not the object, but this is the modifier. But the next one, like this word likes his own way, it means that he likes it. His own way bisa diganti menjadi it. Dia menyukai ini. Apa itu? His own way. So that's why his own way is not the modifier but the object. Okay. Next, still verb as had, and now verb can be modified by adjective. Jadi verb itu bisa dijelaskan dengan adjective, oleh adjective. For example, ran wild, went crazy. Ya, dan biasanya berupa intransitif ya verbnya. So do not need object. So if we make it into Chinese boxes, so we have wild as the modifier and ran as the adjective. Yeah, the children ran wild. It means it has a idiomatic meaning. Yeah, it means that the children become uncontrolled, things like that. Okay. Next, still verb. So now verb can also be modified by other verbs. Jadi verb bisa dimodifieri oleh verb yang lain. Dan modifiernya itu yang pertama harus berupa verb ing ya. The children came running. So the first verb is the had and the second verb is the modifier. Or can be into infinitive or to base form. Like they live to eat. So to eat here is the modifier. But the second one, they want to succeed, is different. Okay, we'll discuss it after this. Yeah. Okay, so what's the difference? Like this one. Okay, they live to eat. Yeah, they live to eat. To eat here is the modifier of live, because we cannot say they live it. Di sini eat. Okay, it's different. We do different tasks. We do similar tasks. Kita melakukan tes yang sama seperti yang sebelumnya tadi. Ketika ada noun setelah verb, di sini juga begitu. Ketika ada verb dengan to infinitive setelah verb yang lain, maka verb dengan to infinitive itu bisa jadi dia adalah modifier, bisa jadi dia adalah sebagai complement. Nah, ini nanti yang kedua ya. If ya the verb to infinitive cannot be substituted with it, maka dia adalah modifier. They live to eat. Mereka hidup untuk makan. Okay. I hope you do not do this. Semoga Anda tidak seperti ini ya. I hope that you eat to live, not live to eat. Okay. So if we cannot change to eat into it, maka to eat means the modifier of live. Ya, jadi mereka tidak bisa diartikan mereka hidup ini, no, tapi mereka hidup untuk makan. Maka kata to eat itu tidak bisa diganti dengan pronoun it. Pak put it in the box first. Tapi untuk yang kedua, they want to succeed. Nah, di sini they want it. Mereka menginginkan ini. Apa itu to succeed? So that's why to succeed is not the modifier but the object or the complement. Okay. And next, still verb as had, we have a preposition as the modifiers, like spoke about his work. So we make it into Chinese boxes like this. About his work is the modifiers of the verb spoke, and put it in bigger box. Okay, next we move to adjective as had. And if the adjective becomes had, the modifiers are usually qualifier, like the word very, rather, and so on. Or it can be modified by adverb. Okay, like widely famous. So widely is the modifier, adverb as a modifier. Or can be modified by noun, like stone cold coffee. So remember, we talk about adjective as had. So here the adjective as had, cold. And which one is the modifier? The modifier is stone. So stone here explaining about cold, and it is not common. Jadi tidak umum ya, ketika ada noun yang menjadi penjelas adjective seperti ini. Maybe what familiar to you is like cold stone ya, mungkin ya, cold stone mungkin lebih familiar ya, batu yang dingin, tapi ini adalah stone cold. What does it mean? Ternyata ini memiliki makna khusus ya. Stone cold itu artinya completely cold atau something that usually not cold, jadi sesuatu yang tidak seharusnya dingin, seperti mungkin kopi ya. Kopi itu kan lebih beda dengan ice coffee ya. Kalau kopi itu saja sangat tidak lumrah kalau kita sajikan dalam bentuk dingin. Biasanya kopi itu panas dengan air mendidih ya. So that's why if the coffee is cold, we can say it's stone cold coffee. And stone is the modifier, and the cold is the head. Okay, and then we also have adjective can be modified by verb, like this one, boiling hot. So hot is the head, boiling, verb ing as the modifier. Or can be modified by a prepositional phrase like green as grass. Okay, as grass as the modifier, green as the head. Stronger than ever. Okay, stronger is the head, then ever is the modifier. And the example of Chinese boxes, okay, for the first one we have very good. Okay, very is the modifier, good adjective as the head, and put it in one bigger box. Okay, now let's move to adverb as head. What are the modifiers for adverb? The first is qualifier, like very, rather. Okay, very, easily. Very is the modifier, and easily as the head. And then adverb can be modified by adverb itself. For away, so in this case for is the modifier and away is the head. That easily. Okay, noun can also be modifiers for adverb, like, so the word that is explaining easily, so how easily, that easily. Okay, for example. And preposition can also be the modifiers for adverb, like away for a week. So for a week is the modifier and away is the adverb as had. Okay, let's see the example in Chinese boxes, like this one. Okay, easily as the head, very, qualifier as the modifier. Okay, so I think this is the last one. Function words. I hope you still remember my video about parts of speech last week. We have function words, and function words can also be a head. Okay, for example, here the modifiers is qualifier, like rather to strong. Okay, let's look at the Chinese boxes. So to is function words and rather is qualifier, and rather can modifies to, the word to, but of course to is part of bigger structure. The to is explaining the strong, and then rather here become the modifier of to with next word strong, so rather to strong. Okay, put it in a bigger box. I think that's all my explanation. I hope this can help you, and waiting for your questions. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.